Welcome back to the channel. I was going to do the whole video with these glasses on, but I test ran it and it looks like I'm asleep or dead.
My Roman Empire is remembering that one guy that sued the Pepsi company.
Wait, I was actually asleep during that take? Oh, well, whatever the case. My wife says it's better to do it like this. She says, oh, I want to see your eyes. Whatever, you got to listen to your wife. Well, you don't got to. But if you want peace in your house, I would suggest it. Got a big black package for you when you come back from your trip. Anyway, let's look at these glitches that I suspect CERN caused. Let's go.
But why everybody go to jail and want to become Muslim?
Because they don't want to deal with the politics, so their paperwork's fucked.
So they go Muslim?
Yeah, Muslims don't check paperwork.
So they just accept everybody?
Muslim will accept you if you 10 one-year-old kids. So I don't respect this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, but doesn't Jesus take you how you are? I mean, because if Hitler accepted Jesus Christ as his personal Lord and Savior, he gets to go to heaven.
What the fuck?
What about all those people he killed? Oh, murder is different from violating someone sexually, I guess. I don't know. I gotta ask a preacher and see what LGBT says. I mean, what they them say is what I'm trying to articulate. Because I don't know. I'm not saying I know. I'm saying I don't know. I don't got all the answers. They wanted to send me to seminary school, but it was too many hoes out here. So I'm like, you know what? Holla at me. Give me a minute to, come on now, dude. I mean, what? I'm gonna stop being honest is what I'm gonna do. That's how I see I gotta treat you out here.
You see, they've been putting this shit in our face so long that we think that this shit is normal. You know how they say aliens have been walking amongst us for years and we don't even notice? Well, I need you to take a look at the new small business administrator that the White House hired and tell me what you think. I need y'all to take a real good look at Kelly Lester.
Questions for you here at TikTok. What's going on, Mac?
Look.
First of all, are you in the cabinet? Well, actually I am. After I had an incredible conversation with the president by phone to become SBA administrator, he texted me and said, actually, you're going to be in the cabinet.
I know what y'all gonna say. I don't see nothing wrong here. Regular person. And she does look like a regular person. This is the after to the before I'm about to show you. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to her face. Pay attention to how long her neck is. Matter of fact, look at this shit. That's the same person right there. Her neck is not the same length it was in that last video. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Hold on one second. In this video, she's not walking how she was walking in the last video. Look at that walk. Need you to go back and check that other video out. Look at that neck. Hold on one second. Look at that face. Mind you, this is a couple of months prior. What changed?
Maybe it's AI? I mean, sometimes I use an AI person on my thumbnail. Somebody actually left a comment and said, who the fuck is that? Adonis, stop playing. Shout out to my guy Tanner by the Sea. He was the first person, a lot of people, but he was the first person to say, would you stop playing? So I swear to God, maybe that's what it is. She could just be ugly because, I mean, golly, she got a face and neck like a finger. I mean, damn, it looked like she's straight up saying, I'm running for office, bitches. Fuck off.
Do you have any information in regards to the fires in Spokane? Well, we have metal mailboxes that have melted, but yet the Amazon Prime package inside is still there untouched.
Well, if you're unfamiliar with what happened in Spokane, Washington, like I was, because we got a bunch of stuff that we already worrying about, I can't worry about your problems. Also, another round of fires went on there. Now, there's an interesting reason that people are alleging the fires took place. You know, I don't know what happened, but let's hear what this brother's talking about.
It just so happens that Spokane, Washington is part of the 2030 agenda for smart cities.
Aha!
I mean, we all know what the 2030 smart cities are, right? Oh, you don't? Well, it's not some Orwellian state puzzle piece. That's what it's not. I don't know what it is, but I know it isn't that with your hypochondrial ass. So let's just relax and finish watching and see what he talking about. Because it could just be a forest fire. Smokey the Bear retired. So it's fires every place in 2026. I mean, come on now, dog. Come on now, man.
And it's listed right here on the map. You can also see that this level 3 Old Trails fire is rolling up on the neck of the woods of West Plain, right where the data center is scheduled to go. People are asking questions as to why the trees are still standing all over the place and the metal has been melted in places, everything else destroyed. Again, houses, you can see here, reminds me of the Paradise Palisades, where the houses are burned down and the trees around them still standing, and you've got things melted down. Like this vehicle getting torched and it being hot enough to melt aluminum and glass, but not hot enough to burn up the grass and the shrubbery right next to it. A lot of odd things start to stand out. Another one here, as you can see, this place completely torched, glass melted, everything else, but the trash cans just a few feet away, still standing A-OK. Nothing wrong with them. You can also make note that Spokane is part of an initiative that has had over 450 smart meters put into these neighborhoods alone, maybe even more. But people are seeing this, driving through neighborhoods, and are asking, how did this house even catch fire when all the trees and everything around it are still standing? They're good questions to ask, especially when you've got homes completely taken out and the one standing right next to it not getting hit. So did they have a smart meter? Questions that I have. And do you have any information on all of this?
Well, honestly, I don't know what did happen, but I do know they did not put this into the 1987 movie RoboCop to absolve themselves of any cosmic karma, because they gotta tell you before they do it first. I know that didn't happen.
Good evening, I'm Jess Perkins with Casey Wong. Top story, Santa Barbara. 10,000 acres of wooded residential land were scorched in an instant when a laser cannon aboard the Strategic Defense Peace Platform misfired today during routine startup tests. Casey?
For certain, for absolute positive, they wouldn't do that. I know that. For a fact. Let's go to the next clip.
Another cartoon that was warning us about the future and things to come. This cartoon is called Inspector Gadget. It's creepy as hell because the things he have in this cartoon, we have now in 2026. Inspector Gadget came out in the 80s. The 80s, bro. And yet he was warning us about the smart technology. Inspector Gadget is a detective, a human being that's merged with a cyborg. His whole suit is made out of smart technology. He got some damn spring legs, helicopter blades that come out of his hat. And don't forget about the transforming car.
Wait. I gotta call Cap on that, because I don't got no car that transform into... Wait, whoa. Hold on. They do got those in China, the vans that turn into amphibians. That's how I'm supposed to... Not an actual lizard. It go on the water. They got those. But I thought that was AI. And keep going, bro.
It went from a small ass minivan to a car, which means this is what they're gonna have in the future if they don't have it already. Now, anytime he wanted to use his smart technology, he would say, go gadget this or go gadget that. Well, in 2026, our go gadget is Alexa and Google. Oh yeah, and don't forget about the girl with the smartwatch. The stuff we using now, they already had in the 80s, 70s, 60s. They just gave it to us when they wanted to. You also got to look at Inspector Gadget himself. Remember, he was a human being merged with a cyborg. As years pass by, and we in the 2020s, there's a man named Peter 2.0, the human cyborg. He was the man that was merged with artificial intelligence because he was diagnosed with a disease called motor neuron. So it's like you hear stories like this, and then you see cartoons like this that was in the 80s, and then you see movies like this, The Terminator, half man, half machine. And then you got cartoons like the Jetsons that came out in the 60s that has a smart intelligence robot that cleans, that talks back. Is it possible that they've been having this technology this whole time, withholding it from us and putting it out when it's convenient for them to put out?
Is it possible? It's possible. Is it probable? I don't know. And I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I'm just a poet like that. But that's neither here nor there. You tell me what you think in the comments. It is kind of ironic. There I go again with the rhyming. Sorry, I didn't mean to. But I mean, what other technologies did we get via demon magic? All computer technology is demon magic. That's what I think. That they put on TV and movies to low-key tell us without telling us.
This right here, and tell me if this doesn't blow your mind. That's a human hair right there. This is the Apple CPU, the little chip that's in your phone or your computer. Yeah, watch it and tell me this is not fallen angel technology. I don't know what to say. Because nobody can make something like this. Not even a laser can shoot down that far and create something like this. Yep, just keep watching. We're going way deep. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. It goes further. Yep, and we hit the bottom, finally.
Where who created the World Wide Web? Wait, is that what WW stands for? Who, what, where? Anyway, it reads, Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist, invented the World Wide Web in 1989 while working at CERN. Oh my gosh. The web was originally conceived and developed to meet the demand for automated information sharing between scientists and universities and institutions around the world. Allegedly. Now I've just heard CERN is shut down for 4 years. But what you shut down for? What type of, I'm gonna slap the fire out of somebody, I'm trying to tell you.
The last major shutdown happened between 2018 and 2022. What happened during that period? A global pandemic, economic uncertainty, political chaos, and world-changing events. Before that, another shutdown happened in 2013, and within days, a massive meteor exploded over Russia.
What if all of the above-ground data centers are there to power all of the underground cities and bunkers? There's a thought. Just racking my brain trying to figure out, like, why now? Because they've supposedly been building all of these underground cities and bunkers for quite some time, and maybe it's gotten so large underground that there's not enough resources to power everything they have going on. So they build 1 or 2 data centers every 500,000 miles to supply everything underground. It's a crazy analogy, crazy thought, but I mean, everything else that we've found out over the past 15, 20, 50 years has been a crazy thought that, you know, then became our reality, so.
Okay, Jebediah, I'm not gonna say there's absolutely no validity to what you're saying. I am just gonna say that I saw this clip.
So this woman moved into her new house, right? Only come to find out, she had a whole nother motherfucking house up under her house. Look at this shit right here. Look at this crazy shit. Says she was smelling all these weird ass smells. She was cleaning fabuloso every motherfucking where. She did some digging and some searching and found all of this shit up under her house. See, this is that shit I be talking about, that Tartaria shit. We all living on top of old shit and don't even fucking know about it. That's some motherfucking deep diving right there, and I would have got the fuck on up out of that house immediately. Ain't no telling what's inside that motherfucker, what's living up under there. That shit look like a whole cave system up under her motherfucking house, dog. Now, after they done did all this searching, I hope nothing don't pop out, come bite them in the ass. Y'all some brave motherfuckers. Couldn't been me. I would have smelt all that shit and like, yeah, I gotta call some authorities or something, but I don't really know about that if you see what the fuck going on out here. But I wouldn't have done all this shit. I would have called the motherfucker, hey, You come down here, I'll pay you some money, and I want you to go dig up under my motherfucking house, see what's up under there, cause something ain't right. I bet you it's a shit ton of spirits in that motherfucker. What? I guess they gonna find out. But I would not be doing none of that shit.
So does this lead to some underground city? I don't know, but I tell you this much. I don't want to stay the night at your house. I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks.
Look at this pitch. Everyone's like, oh, how dark is it? How dark is it in Gary, Indiana, right? This is how dark it is. This is a fucking residential street. That's crazy. And it's like that for miles. It's like that in every fucking direction. Everywhere you look is like that. Except for the small areas that have power. Everywhere you look, it's pitch black fucking dark. That's crazy.
It is crazy because it looks like they're gearing us up for total blackout. And I don't know what I'm going to do without AC because it is hot than a mug out here in the South. Oklahoma is like the South, the Midwest. It's like both. We like by Texas, close to Arizona. Hoo-wee. In this type of heat, blackout is the least of your worries. It's just starting to look like America, the corporation, is shutting down.
This movie predicted ChatGPT, data centers, ChatGPT psychosis, and specifically the destruction of books and knowledge all the way back in 1975.
Wait, I gotta give you some pushback right there. There are no more prophets. Everything has been prophesized already. I mean, they're telling us what they're going to do. Allegedly. I mean, that's what it looks like. If there are no more prophets, then how the heck did these guys know what was gonna happen? You're not no futurist. You already had the game plan. The demons already told you what we want you to do, and you had to do it because you're using their demon magic. Allegedly. That's what it looks like. That's probably not true. I'm guesstimating. See how I didn't say I'm prophesizing? I'm making an educated guess. But let's keep going though.
Watch what happens when this guy goes to get some books.
Can I help you, please?
Yeah, I tried to order some books, and they sent me this notice, said I had to appear at the center personally.
There must be some mistake. The books you've ordered are classified and have been transcribed and summarized.
Well, who summarized it?
I suppose the computer summarized them.
Yeah, a future where you don't have access to books, but instead just access to summarizations based on vague censorship from a central authority that you have no democratic input in. But where are the actual books?
And the books are really in computer banks being summarized. Where is that?
Well, there's a computer bank in Washington. The biggest is in Geneva. I guess that's where all the books are now.
This is Rollerball, and it has a strange critical reception. It came out about 15 to 20 years before Paul Verhoeven started making movies and people started understanding how to watch stuff like RoboCop and Total Recall and Starship Troopers as over-the-top deep satires on America. So I think critics and audiences didn't really know how to deal with it. But if you just imagine this movie came with the tagline directed by Paul Verhoeven, it's one of the best and most grimly predictive movies ever made. But it's also a great example of how movies can become better and more relevant over time, because it wasn't until the last couple years that this movie would have been this predictive. Because later, when the main character played by James Caan goes to Geneva to try and get that knowledge, he meets the guy that runs the central AI data center that dispenses that knowledge, and the guy first says that they've lost the 13th century, like all of it.
This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing to misplace things.
Misplacing data?
The whole of the 13th century.
Which, like, as someone who's worked with Salesforce or any data platform, my god, I got PTSD watching that. Of course, the data is not just going to be summarized and blocked, we're also going to have massive unretrievable data losses. And so where are the books?
What about the books?
Books, oh no, they're all changed, all transcribed, all information's here.
Now let's see what happens when the scientist, played by the brilliant Ralph Richardson in the funniest scene in the movie, goes to get the answer. Watch how he talks to the computer like someone completely in the throes of AI psychosis.
I'd like some information about corporate decisions, how they're made and who makes them.
Theodore, you heard the question. Answer him.
Negative.
You don't have to give him a full political briefing. Answer.
Negative.
Answer.
Corporate decisions are made by corporate executives. Corporate executives make corporate
I know we have
decisions.
the answers. We do have
knowledge converts
the
to
waters
power.
of history.
Corporate Corporate decisions are made by corporate executives.
The model has been trained to not give those answers, apparently. And like, you read about books that have survived wars and transport and societal collapse, books that have been lovingly cared for by generations of librarians and historians and archivists, only for these AI companies to destroy them while digitizing them and feeding them into their models. Then you read about people no longer reading books but getting summaries of them and thinking that's the same thing. Well, I just have to give credit to a movie that imagines we only have like 7 corporations in the future called stuff like energy and groceries and luxury that rule our entire society undemocratically and keep us placid by just giving us increasingly violent blood sport. But hey, at least we don't have a sport that is just guys running at each other full speed to give each other concussions. Oh my god.
Welcome to 2026, the dimension or timeline that CERN pushed us into. Do I believe this was prophesized? Yeah, I just don't think they said exactly word for word what they was gonna do, what entity was gonna do it, but yeah, I do. Let's go to the next clip.
This was the plan the whole time.
Hey everyone. I just wanted to quickly make this video to prove to you that we can no longer trust anything that we see with our eyes. We can't trust images that we see on social media. We can't trust videos.
Wait, I can't trust those knockers? Whoa, bummer, man.
We can't trust our friends. We can't trust the news. We can't trust anything or anyone. So be careful out there.
What if nothing the last few years has been real? Even sicker, what's coming next?
Forget everything you ever called a mountain. Forget everything you've ever called a canyon. For the next 60 seconds, just imagine you're seeing the world for the very first time. No maps, no names, no history, just shapes. Now look at it again. Does this look like the top of something? Or the side of something much larger? What if we've been looking at the landscape from the wrong perspective? If something beyond our imagination ever existed, would we ever even recognize it? Or would we simply give it another name? I started asking myself one question. If this wasn't just a landscape, what would it have looked like before it fell? And that's when I noticed something else. Not a canyon, the patterns, the ridges, the direction they flow, and as if they belonged to something that was once alive. Coincidence?
I don't know, but I might need some of what you puffing on. What you got, some Eddies? I might need a couple of them. It's really trippy what you're saying. Let's just keep going though.
You couldn't even go in there and get a bottle of water for free. You couldn't even go in there and get a pad or a panty lighter or a tampon for free. But you can get a free flu shot. You'll see that word right there in the middle of pharmacy? You see it? The devil has to tell you his plan. I mean, in the singular, you couldn't even go in there and get a motherfucking Band-Aid for free. But you could get a free flu shot.
I mean, at least the devil has to tell you. Now all I gotta do is listen. Woof. Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you. Ha! To my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you